I'm here at Club Wyndham Bonnet Creek near Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And today we're going to talk about something not so great, fees, and specifically parking fees. They're fairly new here at this resort, so let's talk about it right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. I'm your host today to talk about something here new or fairly new at Club Wyndham Bonnet Creek. And it's something that's got a lot of people kind of really riled up, me included, and that just happens to be parking fees. I actually did a video on this last year, I believe it was, started 2025. Marriott Vacation Club actually introduced parking fees pretty much across their entire resort portfolio, at least for those people who are not timeshare owners or staying there on a timeshare stay. I'll actually put a link to that video right up here, so if you want to check that out, head over there and check that out. But you might also want to stick around and watch this video first. Parking fees, kind of those junk fees that you really don't get a whole lot of value out of because most people are either renting a car or driving when they're staying off property here in Orlando and going to Walt Disney World. Now, I'm sure there are some people who do fly in, take a taxi, take an Uber, Lyft, whatever type of ride share it might be, and stay at the resort and maybe ride share to the parks, maybe save a little bit of money on that rental car. And parking fees at the parks, of course, those are another story altogether. But yeah, just one more thing on top of what you're already paying to go on vacation is parking fees. And here, they actually started this up back in March 2025. So it's been a little bit here actually in June. So this isn't really new news, but still something fairly new here at this resort. And that parking fee is now $20 per night. Kind of just sprung upon people rather quickly without a whole lot of notice. And when those guests were staying here back in March, they actually, I have a kind of a letter here that was handed out to guests at the time, dated March 12, 2026. It says, regarding Metropolis parking charges. I understand this Metropolis might be a third-party company that's kind of come in to set up the parking system here. It's all done kind of through your smartphone and through an app or through a website with a QR code, or you can text message. So to continue on here with the letter, what it actually said, to our valued owners and guests, we trust you are enjoying your stay with us at Bonnet Creek. We are committed to providing you with a seamless and secure experience during your stay at Club Wyndham Bonnet Creek. We are introducing a formal parking program called Metropolis Parking. Starting tomorrow, Friday, March 13th, 2026, a daily parking fee of $20 per day will apply. So this kind of depends on whether you're an owner or not an owner with Club Wyndham here at Bonnet Creek as well. So it says owners, parking remains complimentary for up to 2 vehicles per reservation. Owners require no further action unless your vehicle information given at check-in has changed. Now for guests, it does say all guest vehicles will now be subject to a daily parking fee. For your convenience, Metropolis parking QR codes are displayed in all lobbies, which can be scanned with your mobile phone. This handy little thing. We appreciate your cooperation and help us manage our resort space effectively. Sincerely, Becky Frazier, General Manager, Club Wyndham Bonnet Creek. So it seems that like most other resorts and hotels in the Orlando area, it's nothing new. Parking is now a reality here. Now, one thing to keep in mind, 2 parking places for owners is actually pretty good. Maybe if you're staying in a 1-bedroom or even a 2-bedroom, that might be okay. But I believe there's 3 and 4-bedroom units potentially here. But if you're in one of those larger units, maybe you have a bigger extended family, that might be a little bit problematic to just get 2 vehicles. Maybe if you're staying in a 1-bedroom, you can sell one of your parking spaces. So yeah, just kind of a little bit of a nuisance. Those fees just keep piling up, making your already expensive vacation even more expensive. Now, I know a lot of people are actually going to say, well, hey, if you can't afford $20 a day for parking, you shouldn't be going on vacation. That is not the point at all, and that shouldn't be a defense of it in any way, shape whatsoever. These are essentially just surface lots with asphalt. They don't require a whole lot of maintenance, except for maybe a resealing every once in a while, and maybe also for some people to go out and collect some litter every once in a while that people kind of just throw around. But other than that, there's really no cost here. I don't really think it's a way to stop people or prevent people from bringing a vehicle. It's really just another kind of money grab. Now, what we don't really know is, does the parking fee go back to the Homeowners Association here at Club Wyndham Bonnet Creek? What percentage goes to this Metropolis that's kind of maintaining the system? And what percentage cut does Club Wyndham get? Oh, it looks like there's a fire truck coming in here. Not sure what this is all about, but Orange County Fire Rescue. So they're coming in, getting ready to go through, and the security guard's like stopping on here, like, "What do you need? What's going on?" Like, I don't know. Anyway, I can kind of see through the door there and through the glass. You probably can't see it, but so they're coming in to maybe help somebody. Not too sure what's happening. Not really sure why she stopped a fire truck coming in, though it didn't have its sirens on, so maybe it's not that much of an emergency. Anyway, back to the parking fees we have going on here. Yeah, just kind of those nuisance fees that just keep stacking up on top of each other, just making your trip more and more expensive. Now let's kind of cut over to the parking lot. I'll show you what you need to look out for, and we'll also kind of just show you in and around the lobby areas where they have these signs and QR codes also set up. But before I do want to point out here at the exit gate, the way it's supposed to work is you create your account. If you're not an owner, because if you're an owner, you give them your license plate details at check-in, and that's supposed to keep you all set up and ready to go. When you come out here and you pull up to the gate here, there's actually a little tiny camera over there, kind of right over there somewhere. Can't see it really well here in the video, but it's supposed to read your license plate and open the gate for you to exit. And at that time, it will charge your card. And there's a sign over here that says if the gate's not opening, because you haven't actually set up an account with Metropolis, and you won't be able to exit until you scan that QR code, or there's also a text number there you can text, and it will send you a link to sign up for a Metropolis account, though you're going to kind of be backing up a lot of people in the line here. So yeah, that's kind of how it works on exit. Really, it's only kind of exit controlled. There's nothing in and around the parking lots. They might drive through and see if you actually have an account set up and you're set up to park here, but really you're just not supposed to be able to get out of the parking lot here. Now, one thing I will point out, I've never seen this gate closed since we've been here. Anytime we've exited, that gate has been open, and the entire time I'm sitting here, that gate has been open as well. Now, that's not to say that the little camera over there won't read your plate and charge your account and charge your card when you exit, but it seems if you didn't have an account set up, you could just drive right out through there. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on out here at the security gate, the main entrance. Now let's kind of just go over into the parking lots. I'll show you what you kind of need to see, what you need to know about the new parking charge here at the resort. Okay, so here we are, kind of just in the parking lot outside of Building 2. Building 3 is just over here. One of the pool areas is right inside there. I'm just kind of showing you here. This is the kind of the parking situation that you get the privilege of paying $20 for. Like I said, mostly surface lots. There is a parking garage over near Building 6, but that is actually associated with the Wyndham Grand Hotel that's also here at Bonnet Creek. But if you're staying over there and kind of out of parking spaces, you can also park in that parking garage. We're just going to kind of show you here the scan to park. It does say action required. All drivers must start a parking visit by scanning the QR, which is a little bit deceiving because if you're staying here as an owner and you get 2 complimentary vehicles, you don't need to scan that at all. We're here, we've been here for several days, haven't set up a parking visit at all, and we're doing just fine. I might actually set up an account to see what it does. From what I understand, if you're staying here as an owner, it will show that you have complimentary parking through the end of your stay. So it'd be nice to know and see that you at least have an account set up and your license plate is registered properly with the front desk. Because, you know, somebody could fat finger something, somebody could put in a 0 when it's an O or a O when it's a 0, and it doesn't necessarily get read correctly. But yeah, that's just kind of the parking situation over here, and they have those QR codes all around the resort. They have them in the lobbies here. They have them in the main lobby. Just wanted to share with you here these new dreaded parking fees just keep piling up around the resort. I'd like to ask if you like this video, but maybe you didn't like the parking fees, you can still give it a thumbs up. It really does help out these videos. And to see another video from here at Club Wyndham Bonnet Creek is going to be what we like and don't like about this resort. It's kind of our review. Check it out right here coming up next. Thanks for watching, and remember, until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.